It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's coming up next.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Yellow, yellow.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get level.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A handoff to Barkley on the option. Skirts by him at the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 3. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at their 48-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Mahomes to throw on second down. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Mahomes now on first down. Short throw to Smith. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's caught. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Gray. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Hardman on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Yellow.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for... Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And bulldozing his way through. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
On him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. On 3rd and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
That is caught. He's got the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly.
Taking it right down Broadway. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
He may go. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Six yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. Establish themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts it. Now, down 24-20. A minute 45 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here comes 2nd down at 5. He'll look to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. That is going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off.
He's got a man, complete. And it's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 36 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want, and cover it well.
Elliott good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Mahomes to throw it. Steps away to his left. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over. To go in the game. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that time.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Hurts.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
George Karlaftis
Able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Quick slant to Brown.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
They'll look to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Especially this part of the field. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the...
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run.
These Eagles may have been the first to really perfect this play. Let Hurts take the snap, then get some help pushing from behind. This was so successful, some folks, including me, were calling for this play to be outlawed. But while it's still in the books, no one runs it better than Hurts, and he takes this one in.
Elliott good on the extra point. Take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
And now here comes Kansas City. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie the ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley.
you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defense,